Sustained by literature and movies, stories of witches have prevailed in the collective unconsciousness to this day. However, there are some who say that their presence in different cultures is so frequent that it cannot simply be a coincidence. A presence that even crosses borders, reaching each culture individually, having tales or stories about this phenomenon. Some believe that something that is repeated so frequently must have some truth to it. The footage that you will see in this video show that these beings could become as real and sinister as you could have ever imagined. So get ready. My name is Leonore Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present real haunting witches caught performing rituals. Mr. Hearth is a Lebanese YouTuber whose channel specializes in explorations to abandoned places and all kinds of facilities where the unknown and inexplicable becomes present. Although his videos are very popular in his country, the footage with which he became internationally known was recorded at night during an exploration that he carried out in a large abandoned mansion. The locals warned him about sinister things that were happening there, among which were strange sounds and lights that were seen through the windows. Everything began just an hour after Mr. Hearth arrived at the residence. He was about to finish his tour when suddenly inexplicable phenomena began to occur.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. شوف الماي في وجه صح؟ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بكلمات الله التامات. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن.
In a recording of approximately 12 minutes, Mr. Hearth was a direct witness to what clearly appears to be a witch in the middle of a sinister ritual. Apparently, she doesn't even notice him. She was just there, completing whatever she started. An exploration that you can hardly forget. Number 4. What you will see next is just a sample of the nightmare that a woman and her children in Colombia had to go through for a long time. An old clip recorded with the first cell phones that had cameras. At that moment, it caused a great impact on the internet, and to this day, it continues to be discussed. Perhaps you have seen this video before, but if our subject is witches, then this footage cannot be missed. It was during the early mornings that loud knocks on the door woke up the family who were sleeping at that time. What the woman says makes us realize that it was not the first time that they had been in such a situation. It had been happening for a while. However, on this occasion, they gathered up the courage to go downstairs and see what it was about. Please put yourself in their shoes. If you knew that a strange woman harasses, threatens you with witchcraft, and frequently knocks on the door, would you not want to do as they did and to confront her at once? Witchcraft in some Latin American countries is very common. Perhaps it was because of this that they never thought that this woman's threats were very significant.
Son las 1:30 de la mañana. Estoy otra vez acá en la casa. Están molestando como siempre. Esta vez quise grabar. Aquí está la Marianita. Voy a despertar a Junior. Juniorcito.
Sí, señora.
Papi, levántese que es que otra vez están molestando. Otra vez están molestando. Tranquila, tenga la luz ahí. Joana, por favor, cuida con las niñas. Joana, por favor, por Dios. Dios mío, Señor, guarda, cubre con tu sangre preciosa, Señor. Por favor.
Hola, bonita.
Mira, ¿se están escuchando?
Mami, hablamos por ti.
Pero quiero la nene de la mano. No soy por eso. Que tenga la lista ahí, tranquilo.
¿Qué te diga? No te vas a salir, por favor.
Bueno, tenga la penilla lista. Quédese atrás de nosotros.
Quede calmada.
Déjame a la cocina.
Mami, te oyes abajo.
Mami, ¿está abajo? Sí. Cójala, yo no estoy... ¿Qué te hace la niña?
Deja la niña, no hay subirse algo, nosotros andamos a una abuelita ahorita.
Vamos a bajar por el sótano. Agarro con la penita, en nombre de Jesús.
En nombre de Jesús. No, espere, yo no quiero bajar solo.
Bájale todo. Baje, que dame la luz.
¿No entra el rápido?
Sí, bajo.
Mami, está hacia allá, mire.
Le acerco la cámara. No está por allá.
Vamos.
Qué
peligro eso.
No, por eso voy a acercarla. En el nombre de Jesús. Ya déjenos en paz.
En el nombre de Jesús. Vamos a ir para arriba.
A viral recording that became iconic in that country because of how shocking it turned out to be. A video that to this day is still considered a real witchcraft manifestation. Number 3. Due to the nature of these cases, people tend to doubt their veracity. Recordings of these types of situations, of witches or other manifestations related to the occult, are not easy to believe right off the bat. This is why the clip recorded by Ernesto Arana, who is the protagonist of the YouTube channel Guanajuato Paranormal Oficial, gained great significance due to the conditions in which it was recorded. You see, Ernesto is known for making live videos. That is, there are no cuts. Everything is transmitted in real time. On one occasion, he was visiting a place known as the Witch's Room, a place highly charged with all kinds of energies, and where, according to popular belief, it is a place frequently visited by witches in search of tranquility to perform all kinds of rituals. Initially, Ernesto toured the surroundings until he arrived at the site. Fearful, he witnessed all kinds of demonstrations that sometimes could be seen through the lens of his camera. With the passing of the minutes, a colleague joined him, and his viewers increased exponentially. A few minutes later, and in the middle of the night, a dim light illuminated the window of the structure. What happened next? Literally left everyone in shock. Pay attention.
Flota. Rojas, Dios te bendiga. Flota esa madre. Vamos a ver qué pedo.
¿Cuántas se encuentran esta noche en este lugar? Uy. Vente, vente. ¡Ah, la madre! ¡Mira! ¡Ay, cabrón! ¡Mira! Ah, eso sí es un trabajo fuerte, ¿eh? Tiene alfileres, miren. No mames, esto sí está... Lo tienen bien amarrado, ¿eh? ¡Ay, güey! ¡No mames! ¡Ven, acércate! ¡No mames, güey! ¡Ay, güey! Espérate, güey. ¡Ah, la madre, güey! ¡No mames! ¿Dónde estás? ¡No mames, güey! ¿Sí le viste cómo está horrible?
If finding that doll tied up and surrounded by candles was already a great impression, imagine their faces when they saw what for them was undoubtedly the face of a witch who was in the middle of her ritual. Certainly, the way it was captured by the camera and the way it disappeared gives the impression that it is hiding something. Even some of his followers, who at that time in the morning were watching the transmission and seeing the replay over and over again, assure that what was behind the window was absolutely real. Do you think that this is true? Leave it in the comments. Number 2. You may also have seen the following video before, since it was uploaded several years ago to the internet. However, as enigmatic it turns out to be, it just couldn't be left out. It is not known when or in what context it was recorded. All we know is by a passerby who was walking down the street during the wee hours of the morning. He heard strange noises similar to a rabid animal that could be heard behind a wall. So he took out his cell phone to record what was on the other side, without imagining that precisely what was on the other side was not an animal. The noise seemed to be emitted by this woman. Many say it is fake, that what you have just seen corresponds simply to the filming of a horror movie. But if that were the case, then where is the production team, the actors, the cameraman, and all the technical deployment that is needed? The man ensures that he was alone the entire time with what you saw on the screen. Could it be a witch? Leave your hypothesis in the comment box. Number 1. And the footage with which we conclude this video is an impressive recording by 3 brave young men who, judging by the images that you're about to see, correspond to the people who have been with what seems to be a witch. Unfortunately, the language prevents us from knowing the details regarding when and what circumstances this clip was recorded under. What we do know is that the encounter with this being has never been recorded before. This woman was definitely here doing some kind of ritual. Blood on the walls and on the edges of the doors. they implied that nothing good was happening. These boys even had the audacity to approach the witch and disturb her in her own ritual, perhaps assuming that it was all a sham. Personally, these types of videos for me are always fake. There are very few urban explorations that show real events. But as always, you must be the judge. I hope you like this video because we have come to an end. My name is Leonor Clay, and this was The Darkest Secret.